2, 3.
Whoosh. Waldorf Astoria, Berlin. This is where we are. Good morning. Come on in. We are at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. We're going to be here for a day and a half. We're going to leave tomorrow on Sunday, explore the city, try to get some good videos for you guys to enjoy. Let me give you a tour of our room. The average price of a room like this here at the Waldorf Astoria is about $300 to $350 per night. We got the nice big bed with the Egyptian thread count and all that stuff. Check this out though. This robe is so nice. It feels so good. And if you want to buy this robe, it says you may purchase it. It's 120 euros, which is about $150. But I tell you, I might keep it. In fact, it's so nice I'm wearing my regular street clothes underneath. Okay, so now we're gonna go get some breakfast. So it's time to take off. I wish I could wear this all day because it feels so good, but I can't. So let's go get some breakfast and let's go. We are standing at the Reichstag building here in Berlin. It's arguably one of the most famous buildings here in this city. Now, construction started in 1894 and it was actually used as a parliament until 1999. During World War II, it was actually the target of a lot of the Russian bombing and was actually very heavily damaged. Very cool place. You can take a tour inside, but I definitely recommend you to buy your tickets ahead of time as the queues become very long, and during tourist seasons, it's really difficult to get inside. This is the Brandenburg Gate. During World War II, the Nazis used it as a symbol of their power, and vehicles could travel freely through it until 1961, until the Berlin Wall was built. One of the most famous people to have been here was Ronald Reagan, and this is the place where he actually said the famous speech, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." It was right here.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Behind me is the famous Hotel Adlon. And it's really famous for many reasons, but specifically that Michael Jackson dangled his baby upside down from that window, well, give or take, right there. We are at the Memorial for the Murdered Jews of Europe. The area behind me encompasses 19,000 square meters, and there are 2,711 concrete slabs, which represent the fallen peoples. Behind me is a kind of regular looking parking lot, but actually it sits on top of the Fuhrerbunker. On April 30th, 1945, Hitler and his wife Eva Braun, Joseph Goebbels and his family all committed suicide inside. When the Russians broke in, they found his body, and that became the famous photos that you can find online, which signaled the end of World War II. There are many myths and legends regarding the size of this bunker, but it actually was not the largest. In fact, there were many bunkers spread around this entire city, including one at Hotel Adlon. There are many conspiracy theories about what happened on the day that they pulled his body out of this bunker. In fact, some people say that Hitler didn't actually die in this bunker, and the body that was in here was actually that of a double. There is some supporting evidence, though I'm not entirely sure that I believe it, that Hitler actually escaped and died in South America. It's up for you to decide what you believe. This building behind me is the famous Fassbender and Rausch chocolatiers. We're gonna go inside to get some really delicious chocolate, then we're gonna go to the cafe and we're gonna eat some really delicious chocolate. Let's go. Okay, so now, because we love this place so much, we're gonna go to the cafe, which is located on the upper floor, OG floor. Hello, I'm coming to you from the Rausch Chocolatiers here in Berlin. We are at the cafe now upstairs from where we just were at the store. I want to show you what we just ordered. So first things first, I got myself a hot chocolate from Venezuela, which is 47% chocolate. Then I have chocolate chip cookie something or other here. And over here, we have an assorted mix of chocolates with raspberries and cheese and rice and different kind of nuts. This place is awesome. Make sure when you visit, you come to Rausch Chocolatiers. We are standing at the Gendremenmarket. It's famous for a few reasons. Number one, this is the famous concert house behind us. Now over here, we have the French church, which is supposed to be identical, but it's slightly taller than its counterpart, the German church, which is right here. On May 10th, 1933, a book burning event was held here, where in the process 20,000 books by undesirable Jewish or other authors were burned right here. Also, across many other German university cities, the same type of events were held. In the case over there, underground, is a memorial to those 20,000 books burned during that fateful day. So we are at Dome Curry and we're having some curry sausage. So this is buffalo with Indian curry sauce. You can definitely taste curry and tomato. And this is ostrich with fig and mustard sauce. It is really good. Make sure you come to Dome Curry. It's right next to Gendremenmarket. We're at Checkpoint Charlie, also known as Checkpoint C. Now, this was one of the few crossings where people could come in and out of both sides, West Berlin and East Berlin. The photo above me of the US soldier is actually not who Charlie was, nor is the photo of the Russian soldier on the other side. It's just simply known as Checkpoint Charlie because it's Checkpoint C. Behind me are cars known as Trabants. They were manufactured between 1957 and 1991, and over 3.7 million units were produced. But they were really a giant chunk of steel and often referred to as a spark plug with a steel roof. But they were front-wheel drive. They were a symbol of the Eastern Bloc communist state. So here at Trabi World, you can actually rent one of these cars and go on a tour. You should have a valid driver's license. We are standing at the Berlin Wall. It was constructed in 1961 and divided the city east and west.
and everything that was on the east side had to stay on the east side. You couldn't cross, but only through a couple of checkpoints, one of them being Checkpoint Charlie. Oftentimes, on either side, people would throw stuff over the wall for people or family members on the other side to get it. One common commodity that was not on the eastern side that was highly desired was bananas. People on the western side would throw bananas over for the easterners to enjoy. At the same time, people on both sides used to actually throw trash over because, well, it was on the other side, you would never get it back, you wouldn't see it. So what you can't see is not your problem. Good morning, everybody. We are at the Aquadome in Sea Life, Berlin. Today we're going to take a tour of the giant aquarium that has an elevator that goes up through the middle so we can see all the cool fishes. Now, we did have to reserve our tickets ahead of time because the queue can be very long, so make sure you also check online for availability, or you can risk it by coming to stand in line.
We're in the Aquadome in Berlin. It's the largest aquarium